Hi everyone, I'm your host, owner, and creator of The Mix. Welcome to my channel. Welcome. I hope everyone is doing well. Hope you guys are staying active. Again, I haven't been recording any gym content, but I'm just sort of getting back into the groove of things. And like I stated before, I just like to get in and get out now. My schedule does not permit for me to be at the gym all day, and I just get in, get out. Thank you all for your support. You guys do not understand how blessed I am for being able to grace YouTube and be of service to my audience in an informational perspective type of way. And I thank everyone who has been tuning in, even those who are not subscribed to my channel. Thank you for your support and thank you for viewing my channel. Thank you to all my subscribers. My heart is just so full. Thank you. Thank you for those dropping comments. Thank you for those who's just sharing my videos. I hope I could be a good way, some assistance in a good way. I love doing research. You guys check out my other videos. You'll hear about my background and all of that. And yeah, there you have it. But it's still free Tory Lanez. It's free Daystar Peterson's, as you can see. I just want to piggyback on the latest video I released. You head on over to my video section. Matter of fact, I'm going to post a link in this video in my description section. But I hope that information found you well. Some of you may probably already knew of the robing. But yeah, this system, everyone, we all know it's not right. It's not fair, and it gets kind of frustrating. And free Daystar Peterson, he didn't stand a chance to a fair trial in that particular county, in my opinion. As you can see, kind of reminds me like I believe Attorney Greenberg, R. Kelly's former attorney, he tweeted some weeks ago, when Attorney Jennifer Bonjean, in his case, filed the appeals brief for his New York conviction of the federal case that he was convicted of, the RICO, which I still don't understand how they come up with RICO charges on that. Oh my gosh. Anyway, I get frustrated because it's like, are people, you can't be selective. Like Chris Rock's comedy special, if you haven't see it. I'm not a Chris Rock fan. Seriously, I think he's kind of corny. That's just my opinion. But I like intellectual comedy. And I really don't find Chris Rock funny. But like everyone else, I wanted to tune in to see what he said about Will Smith. Hey, a messy side. We all have some type of messy side sometimes. But yeah, so I liked the selective outrage, because that is definitely the truth. You can't tell me that you stand for justice, you stand for this and that, when you are selective about who you support. It's just like, nah. It's plenty of people that I don't care for, I'm not a fan of, and if it's wrong, it's wrong. That's just my opinion. And I've grown into my latter years, and information is power. So I'm learning more as I continue to grow and seek knowledge. So I just encourage everyone, I employ everyone, just seek things on your own accord. Even if when you go to the doctor, it's okay in certain professions, those who are in certain professions are in authority, those who decision-making positions, it's okay decision-making positions, it's okay to question, it's okay learning for yourself, and then to always, even if they give you an answer, even if that's the case, you go ahead and Google things yourself, if that's the case, you go ahead and research as well yourself, and come up with your own, and come up with your own opinion or theory or whatever the case may be, but you see my point. My point is that it's good to question and do research for yourself. And I employ all of my subscribers, all of my listeners. It's okay. Do it for yourself. Don't just go off of the government. Don't just go off of what attorneys say. Don't just go off of what I'm saying. You guys be knowing more than I know in certain areas too. And because I don't have time to just sit here and comb through so many things, which I wish I could, but I can't, time sensitive matters, and I have a life, and, I have family and this and that. So YouTube is pretty challenging when you have a lot of things going on in your life. And I appreciate everyone who chime in, and then educate and update me on things that I clearly didn't know happened or I may be unaware of. Like Attorney Greenberg, he stated once, the uninformed public. That's what these politicians, people in these authority making positions, that's what they want, uninformed people. Judges, attorneys, not saying all of them, but for the most part, they want you to be ignorant or uninformed to ABCD so they can just do anything. Guilty habit is I love sharing information. I just genuinely love sharing information. If someone, just say for instance, if I visit an island or whatever, and I share my experience or whatever, then I have someone, a friend or a family like, oh, I want to go, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to give you A through Z. I'm going to let you know the good, the bad, and the ugly. You know what I'm saying? The pros and cons to things. And I might be a little too detailed or whatever with things, but I just find it best to try to provide the person as much information as possible so they can make their own decision. I don't know. I think that's the way everyone should be. I don't like when people withhold information or just give you bits and pieces and this and that. To me, that's just not right. It's just like in a relationship. If you have a relationship with someone or dating someone and they're withholding stuff, I'm not saying you tell them everything about you. There's levels to it, stages to it, obviously. Especially if it's a fresh situation, you don't give them all, everything, but you be as transparent and real as possible in that situation, in that space, and and we're adults too, but don't omit certain things. Don't especially things that it's like, let me know so I'll be able to make the decision for myself. I hope you all can see my point. Like Attorney Greenberg tweeted about the public being uninformed. Really, to me, in my opinion, and what he meant by that is how R. Kelly's case continued. How they even began to want to even proceed with charges is because of a documentary. That's basically what he was stating. And then it just took a life of its own, unfortunately. And like I said, that's why I was just so surprised at I'm like, oh, this is crap, blah, blah, blah. And that's a whole nother day, a whole nother topic, because I've never dived into why I believe that all of that stuff was crap. And I didn't even watch the documentary. So I'm saying all this to say is that, and then also too, if it's a federal case, the feds usually watch you for years. So that didn't happen with R. Kelly case. So just start doing research for yourself. The stuff is out there. It's information age. And hopefully they don't remove or restrict certain things, because that's what I believe the government is probably trying to do. And I'm saying that just, to just give you all a heads up, because certain things too, they will have removed from Google. So keep an eye on that as well. And I can give you an example of what they've had removed. Matter of fact, I'm going to say it. I remember when Kamala Harris became VP, it was things about her that was floating around on YouTube, Google, this and that, and she was labeled as another culture, like another race. And now all of a sudden she, it changed. I'm like, what? This is not what it said before. She basically was sworn in as the California district attorney, because I think she was, matter of fact, she was I think a California DA at one point. Everybody follow the MTS and Tory Lanez stuff. This goes back to Kamala Harris is over in California now. I heard she locked up so many. She locked up so many black and brown people in California. Nevertheless, she was sworn in when she became district attorney of California, when that was her career before she came vice VP. She was sworn in. She wasn't sworn in as a black person. She wasn't. So, and to my understanding, I think it's been changed on Google or Wikipedia or something like that. I don't know, but I was just like, wow, they changed it. They started updating stuff on Google. I don't know who they got connects with, whatever. But it was like they started trying to take stuff down. I just couldn't believe it. So it's best to, even with Google, just the information is here for us to try to be able to make the best informed analysis or perspective or opinion of our own, so And also too, you can read books. They're still print. Read books, magazines, and of course vet the author and all of that, because that plays a part too, their affiliation, their ideology, all of that type of stuff. But yeah, they bank on us to be uninformed. They really do. They rely on the public, those who are taxpayers, those who are voters, to be and to remain uninformed. And as I stated before, hey, you guys call me to the carpet. I am not above reproach. I can be corrected. In my professional career, I could be corrected, and I receive that respectfully. Oh, hey, I dropped the ball. Oh, hey, I messed up. Oh, yeah, wow, I didn't read it that way. Or probably maybe my thought process is different, so educate yourselves. People, just educate yourselves. But they rely on regular folks too, who are not in the legal field, who are busy with our lives, to remain uninformed and to not think for ourselves. That's why I like Kanye West so much. He don't care. I like Kanye West. I like him. Some people that I'm cool with, family members that I'm close with, they don't like him. My dad doesn't like him. He laughs. I'm like, Dad, yeah, he's old school, but whatever. I love Ye. I love some Kanye West because he does what he wants to do. I don't care about who he marries, this and that. Yeah, I wish he would have been with a black woman, but whatever. But I love the way he thinks, in terms of doing what he wants to do. He done cracked the code when it came to certain things, and that's why he's so successful. And he was broke, and he spoke about that. Watch his documentary. And I'm in Illinois, and I remember working with someone many moons ago. They used to hang out with Kanye. I was a supervisor there in the same space, but around the same age as somebody. And he was a supervisor. I was a regular worker. I never want to be in that space with authority in no corporation. I'll do my own thing. I never, and I could have been a supervisor or manager in many spaces, but no. I had opportunities. No, thank you. I don't care. For other reasons, so I'm good. But yeah, Kanye West, he was really passionate about making it, and his passion was really not just music, but he was into fashion. Remember, he worked for the Gap. He was really into fashion and all of that. So music was the catalyst for him to do fashion, as you can see. Look at it, bigger picture. He spoke about that. If you're a Chicagoan, you know about Kanye West, the old school. And yeah, he's changed over the years. I mean, people do change. Some people evolve and their life changed. They're exposed to different cultures, different things. And so, of course, their mind is going to grow and develop, and it may not be as it used to be or how they were. But hey, look at him. He's a multi-billionaire. I don't care what they say on paper talking about they took his Like, come on, you guys. If they could take somebody's status away, everything this is a fraud. It's a fraud. It's the whole little system is whatever. But yeah, I like him because and that's just an example of I like him because he thinks for himself. And do I agree with everything he says? Absolutely not. No, I don't. But I like the way he thinks in terms of he does what he wants to do. He knows he'll reinvent himself. His popular one among other cultures than his own culture. And that's something to think about. That's something to think about. Yeah, he said what he said about slavery was a choice. He said a lot of things about a lot of cultures. Now what? But you see how they got him. You see how they, quote unquote, attempted to try to cancel him. Not about the slavery was a choice thing. So wake up, people. Wake up. Anyway, but yeah, it's definitely no conspiracy theory. In my opinion, a conspiracy is many criminal legal cases with black and brown people. So that's a conspiracy. That's the design. So to me, that's that. They would say for us, if we think this way and think that way, that you guys are conspiracy theorists and this and that. No, the conspiracy is a system being designed to impact black and brown people in a negative manner. Conspiracy, it's not a theory, it's an actual conspiracy. And again, my views and opinions are just that. These are not an opinion. Are just that. And it's not to be known as fact. This is just my disclaimer. Take this information and let it marinate for yourselves, and you do your own research and thought process and come to your own thought process with whatever you may come to with. But yeah. Also, you don't see or hear of a lot of black and brown people winning multiple $1 million civil cases. So back to like the legal side of things, You don't hear a lot of black and brown people winning multi-million dollar lawsuits. You don't. So that goes back to the system too, even from a civil perspective. So just think, people, just think and do your research. Think and do your research. If you all decide to vote or you participate in the voting process, as you can see, do your research. Do your research on these judges. Do your research on these politicians, because they're all more than likely connected. I would think that this judge in Tory Lanez case would be pretty much more fair and impartial because he's black. But my understanding is alleged that he is black. But sometimes, like they say, all skin folks ain't kin folks. All skin folks ain't kin folks. And he's been elected in this position as a judge in Los Angeles County for 13 years. So follow the paper trail. I'm sure he's planted there for someone else's purpose. And as you can see on the robing, a couple reviews was done on him, Judge David, and you see the results of that. And one of those, I think, was way before Tory Lanez was even charged with anything. So that was in 2019, one of those reviews on the robing. I think there should be, like I stated before, more regulation with these judges and with these attorneys, even at a Supreme Court level. You know, they talk about, it's like I said, you can't be selective. Look at Clarence Thomas, the Supreme Court Justice. You know, they're really going after him. But they're going after him because he's affiliated with another party, you know. So, and you know, these party affiliations, they go after each other. They don't care about us. And so, but if you all want to continue to participate in the voting system, because I'm not, I just have no interest any longer. I don't. I know someone said to me, like, if you don't vote, then you can't complain. I can complain. I can, because I pay taxes. So I can voice my grievances and concerns, and I can go to my representative of my district, write a letter, tweet them, whatever, him, her, whoever, you know, isn't him though, you know, in my district. I can. Well, who says I can't? I can. I don't have to vote to not have a voice. Please. My thing is that, to me, it's all rigged. It's rigged, as you can see, when it comes to these judges that are elected. I just wish there was more tools and resources out there to really monitor these judges. It's like you almost have to monitor, and it's just so many, though, from state to state. And I'm talking about on a state to state basis and locally, too. So it's just too much. And they rely on uninformed people. But again, if you want to if you want to continue in that, the local and federal voting process, go ahead, by all means. But I no longer will. I just have no interest. And now that I've learned and know what I know, I have no interest, absolutely no interest. It's discouraging, it's disgusting. And they all have seemed to me, in my opinion, they have allegiance to one another. Like if they run for a particular office, they run under some type of party affiliation, they have allegiance to the donors, the people who donated to their campaign that want them in that space. Look at Power. Look at it. That's an example. Power, the series Ghost book. Tate, he's running for office. Look at where the money is coming from. Weston Holdings. They're putting him there. They're donating. So he's going to play to this big corporation, Wall Street company, if he gets into office. They're not all legit, even in real life. And that's just a television series, a streaming series. And that's why I always say with that, using Power as an example, Power book, art imitating life, life imitating art. Yeah, I just wanted to hop on here really quickly and just recap on that breakdown. I pray for Tory. My heart breaks for him. He never really had a chance. And like I said, if you stand for justice, you can't be selective with it. It's okay. So you mean to tell me it's okay for judges, prosecutors to act or conduct themselves unethically, to land a conviction, to do some things questionable, to land a conviction that they want, to get the outcome that they want? That's just, it's not right. It's not fair. And thank you. I am Darcy Love for sharing that with me. I had no idea Jose Baez wanted to change judges. I did not know that part. Like I said, you guys be knowing a lot more than me sometimes because managing this my YouTube channel, and sometimes I feel so bad because I rush videos sometimes, and I know I can do much better. And it's just the timing thing. And now that my son is in sports, it's really a timing thing. And then I have other obligations and stuff like that. So it's just, yeah. But yeah, thank you for that update. And that shows you right then and there. And I think I stated that too on one of my videos, that's how it is when it comes to attorneys, when they come from different states to represent someone. Sometimes that particular judge or prosecutors and attorneys in that state, well, I'm going to say prosecutors because they are attorneys as well. They get offended, or they be like, "Oh, you on our turf." That's what I meant before in some of my videos. Like, once you have an attorney that cross state lines and go to another state to represent a client, that court system, that judge, they looking at them like, we in California, this our turf. Well, I don't care what you did, where you come from, that's not what we do here. Have you all watched Marshall with the late great Chadwick Boseman, when attorney? And I loved it. And they basically treat, that's just how it reminds me of, like, when they say in the court system, because that does happen, but we do things differently down here. That movie was so good. Matter of fact, I think I'm gonna watch it this weekend. I love legal movies and stuff like that. I'm going to law school, but it's just, it costs too much. I don't want to be in student loan debt because I ain't got it. like Tasha K say, I ain't got it unless I get a sponsor. Nah, but I'm too old to be doing that. Even if I do, it'll be because I like it, not because I want to go in court and litigate. I'm the type of person that wants to work behind the scenes to help people. So I probably would be like a advocate, working for some type of group to help those who are wrongly convicted, who are incarcerated. So that's what I would probably use my legal skills for. I wouldn't want to be in court. I want to research to be uncovering all the unethical tactics from the prosecutors to the judges. That's what I would like to do. From a legal perspective. But yeah, and I should go back to school, but like I said, I ain't trying to pay. I want to be free 99. So maybe Jim Crow Joe will give me a free education. He owe me that. He owe us all that. Black people, they held us back. But yeah. So, but like, share, subscribe to the mix. I like that this area is like my passion. If those of you all who are new to my channel, I do enjoy posting videos about this. I wish I had like more time to kind of really fine tune. And then, like I said, I'm a one-stop shop here. So I'm my own editor, creator. I'm the CEO, CFO, time management, all of that. I'm the scheduler, administrator, accounts, all of that. I'm all of that over here. I'm the talent, all of that. So it can be a bit challenging and overwhelming sometimes, especially when I'm doing it from my phone. But yeah. But like, share, subscribe to the mix. Like, share, subscribe. I hope you find this information well. I have another video I'm going to drop, like I stated before, about the media. And you guys probably seen this before, but I'm going to do a breakdown. And to me, it kind of reminds me of the legal aspect of things when it comes to criminal prosecution, criminal law, and this and that. How we don't get an opportunity. And I say this respectfully for all my listeners. I mean, even my non-melanated listeners, thank you all for tuning in. But hey, I'm just being transparent over here at the mix. So hey, you here, thank you for your support, but I'm being transparent, and I'm quite sure if you're being real about it, you may or you may not know. But if you don't know, Google some things. Just Google some things and do research. And I know sometimes it's tough. It's time consuming for people to do research and all of that. It definitely is. And like I stated, that's what they want. They want to keep us uninformed. So when you do go vote, you just any, mini, money, mo. So it sucks. That sucks big time. It sucks. But yeah, I'm no longer participating in their voting system because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at the end of the day. I mean, in my opinion, I just haven't seen anything done drastically for my community to keep playing with myself or playing in my own face when it comes to voting. But to each his own. I don't know what state you're in, but wherever you are and you do participate, I just encourage you, just do your research. Even on the judges, Google their names and just try to get much information as possible. Be aware that some, of course, judges' faces is not going to come up because they're officers of the court and they are looked at as a high regard, for safety reasons. So I see a lot, but do as much research you can and go from there, just so you can know and be like, wow, do I want to even vote for this person? It's just, I don't even like the process. Then they go up for retention and this and that. And then too, these are like the elected ones. And then you have it where the president appoints judges and stuff. So, man, this country is very powerful in a sense, in a certain area. And it's like, if you have a melanated background, good luck. Good luck to us, So it's just we're still in shackles and bondage, Not to say there are not opportunities out here, but it's just not right, It's not right. It's unfair. You got a handful that are fair, that do, like Attorney Jennifer Bonjean, who is working towards hopefully getting Mr. Kelly released, his conviction overturned, and Jose Baez, regardless of what people say, because I think someone commented about, oh, he's a sleazeball or something like that. I've heard bits and pieces about Jose Baez, but I'm going to say this much. He gets in that courtroom and try to get it done. I don't care what he's done personally in his life, his private life or whatever. Has he won all his cases? Absolutely not. But you just do some breakdowns of these legal counsels. And sometimes some of them are work for a law firm, had their own practice, and then now it's called the legal ladder. And then they become judges, and before you know, after that, they want to become Supreme Court judges. That's like they have like these dreams and aspirations, and think about based off of your life and my life, our livelihood. And and I'm speaking like in a general perspective, generalizing it, because they have the authority to make decisions over our lives if we appear in their courtroom, So, but yeah, like, share, subscribe to my channel. Like, share, subscribe. Prayers up for Daystar Peterson, aka Tory Lanez. I feel bad for his son. Oh my gosh, I feel bad for his son. I do feel bad for his son. Yeah, I do believe it was ineffective counsel. His trial attorneys. You know what too, you guys? Why with the Tory Lanez trial? I remember towards the end, like I said, I didn't follow it day to day. But I did see something that just bothered another thing that bothered the heck out of me. Why did the judge allow the prosecutors to add another charge during trial? Like, who in the F does that? That's why I call him a prosecutor's judge. He works for the prosecution. And based off of that review I read on the roving, yeah, I see. He works for the prosecution. It was a couple of reviews on this particular judge on that website, the roving. And to me, that put the nail in the coffin, like that third charge. Because it was only 2 charges at first. That third charge. Why his attorneys didn't fight that? The prosecution's judge. That particular judge is. And I say this respectfully. Yeah, but like, share, subscribe to the mix. Like, share, subscribe to my channel. I hope this information finds you well. And again, I just encourage everyone, roll your sleeves up if you're ever in a situation, and do your due diligence before. And then also before you hire legal counsel, do your due diligence. Even on these politicians, from the local level to the federal level, do your due diligence. Follow the money too. It's a website that says follow the money. You'll see. I think that's what it's called, followthemoney.org. It'll show you. You got these big corporations pouring into these politicians to make sure that they get certain actions done and their agenda is followed, and they don't give a crap about the people in the local community out in the field on the ground doing the work. And as Ebony K. Williams calls us average people who don't aspire to do much. Wow. It's, oh gosh, this is so sad. I just feel sad for Tory and Mr. R. Kelly, because this could be any of us or our relative. It's not right for there to be a conflict of interest. It's not right for there to be a conflict of interest with judges and prosecutors. That's not right. It's not right for them to say, "Oh yeah, we work together, but I can be fair. I can be impartial." No, you can't. No, you can't. No, you can't. No, you can't. And I'm human. Come on, we are all humans. Let's keep it a buck. No, you can't. No, you can't. You can't. You know you can't. It's just like me working with my son or something. It's in a certain space. What? That's what? That's FOE, family over everything. Even if we work together. Fuck this place. Like what? So let's just keep it honest and transparent. They can't. That particular judge was in that county for what? 13 years working as a judge. So just and he used to work as a deputy. What was it? What did it say? He worked as a deputy district attorney. District attorney's office, a DA's office. Okay. This shit is laughable. It's laughable. And I've always questioned that, even when I took my legal classes. Like, there's a lot of conflict of interest going on. And then they dress it up with these words, these terms. Instead of saying that they were instead of saying, they always say like unethical legal errors. No, you all were lying. Let's just call it that. You were lying. This was wrong. You were playing dirty. You know, this is you being a fraud. They just think about the terms that they spew in this field. And they dress it up to make it sound like, oh, it's nothing. Oh, that's just a legal error. That could be corrected. Legal error? Oh, that's some motherfucking life. Like, let's just keep it honest, everybody. Let's just keep it honest. Come on. I have to laugh to keep from crying because this is just sad. It's unfair. But who do you go to? Even when they get in trouble, like, they have to go before a review board. Do you all know who's part of the review board? Their colleagues, other judges. I just, what? They either are retired and are a part of the review board, or they still practicing, or they're on the bench. You got judges, attorneys. They are a part of the disciplinary review board. Or it's people that has ties to the community, meaning with big money, probably own business owners who know judges and affiliate, because if you own a business, of course you got a team of attorneys, or you've had a business or whatever. Come on now, you see the conflict? So they'll never get in trouble, really. They might get suspended, license gets suspended for a certain amount of time before you know it's reinstated. Man, please. This, like, how? Oh my God, y'all just don't know. Look up the ARDC, Attorney Registration Disciplinary Committee. Every state has one. And then look up the ABA, American Bar Association. Just, I mean, oh gosh. But yeah, this is, I'm just giving you guys gems. And even what Tyrese was saying, because I did a video on Tyrese, he's right. Judges do abuse their power. I just was so upset that because Tyrese is a civil situation, not criminal. I get his frustration. I was upset because he voiced it out loud, and I know it's probably going against what I'm saying, but that one criminal, that's civil. Tyrese, be quiet, get you a great attorney, and you navigate that real quiet and real clever behind the scenes. His outcome would have probably been different. But Tyrese is absolutely correct. They do abuse their power. If a judge get upset with you, he'll come in. Like I told you guys, I gave you all an example. One of my videos I published how it was a criminal situation and the person was going up for probation review, had to go before the judge, and somebody was saying, oh my gosh, the judge is upset. They could have had a bad night, blah, 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 lost a bet, pissed off their team didn't win, and they come to court the next day, or had an issue with their family or wife, come to court next day and taking it out on everybody. They don't supposed to operate like that, but they have. Do all of them do that? No, I hope not. But it's been alleged that that's how it goes. It goes, yeah. So, abuse of power, they do. These people are in these positions and abusing their power. That's why I say, get to know things for yourself. That's why a lot of people who are incarcerated from a criminal perspective, they go to the law library. They start learning things legally themselves. And then once they figure all of that out, it's like, now it's the key players. And they know and learning more and knowing more about the law than the judges and the prosecutors. But they're seeing how the system is. It's like, this is some bull, now that they have time to sit down and really read. So yeah, but yeah, like, share, subscribe to the mix. Like, share, subscribe. I have another video coming soon, probably tomorrow. And you guys, talk to y'all soon. Bye.